Hello everybody and welcome to the first video I am creating regarding to making an illustration. This is quite new for me. I consider this a pilot, so bear with me. Anyway, let's just do a simple illustration for this one and create one from scratch, from start to end. I hope to do this in a quick manner so it doesn't get too boring. Anyway, I am using Clip Studio Paint EX, the Japanese version, because that's the license I bought first. If there's any demand, I can get maybe an English version on the same account for the ease of making videos, so everybody understands what I'm doing in the menus. So, first of all, let's get started. I usually use a 3D model base as my base character as my base from my character drawings, sometimes backgrounds as well. I create my own 3D backgrounds for scenes that need to be repeated in different angles. But today let's just do a simple pose. Usually I draw not really safe for work pictures, so for this sake I will try and do something more appropriate. I got my custom setup poses and models, so let's just draw Jilly here, the main character of the Kihira story. I'll put a link to my Pixiv account in the description below, so you can visit and read the story. So first of all, I think this basic pose is quite okay, so I'm just going to use this one as the base. Just find a nice angle to draw it in. So she's a bit of a tough character. Have her look down upon you a bit, the viewer. So let's turn off the lighting on this model, turn down turn down the layer. Okay, let's get cracking. I didn't start off my TabMate. Yes, I'm using a TabMate. So far it's only available in Japan, I think. It's quite new. It's kind of a remote handheld gamepad, I'd say, for Clip Studio. It's very convenient. Anyway, you cannot see these menus on this type of screening. Oh well, I've custom mapped all the buttons anyway, so I'm not sure if anybody has any use for this. Let's just simply trace the model like so. Don't really need to do this, but I am trying to get away more and more with the 3D models, because they have become a bit of a too much of a crutch at the moment, I feel. Oh, what happened here? So, basic pose, let's do the head quickly. I recently decided upon a more set approach for the shading process. I think that's the reason why probably most people will watch this. It's kind of a mixture of several years of experimenting and tutorials. And frankly, I think I will never be done finding the correct way of shading, coloring. But the one I have for now, for the moment, is the most convenient and the quickest one, because as some of you know, I like to work fast and efficient, and having methods that can help in that process, well, that's imperative to maintain speed. And to have speed is to be able to create lots and have some spare time, or just create more and don't stop. So, I'm not really happy with the head here, but let's turn this off. Anyway, you can see this layout is kind of a little variation on my regular stream layout. By the way, stream link on for Picarto will also be posted in the description, so feel free to subscribe there. And I try to stream as much as possible, probably every working day. However, it's during Japan daylight times, so not many. Maybe if you're a night crawler, then you'll be able to follow it, or when you're living in the same East Asian time zone or Australian time zone, you'll be able to watch, hop in, have a chat. No, I'm not going to make her smile. I mean, Jelly likes to smile, but only at certain moments. Oh, wait. There we go. Regular watchers and readers of Kihira know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm recording this for the first time. It's actually, today is nice weather. We've been having extremely warm and mostly humid days recently in Japan, which makes concentrating on work very hard, even if you have a fan turned on. Today I'm actually having the fan turned off, which is why am I looking at the fan? I don't have a webcam. I have the fan turned off because it's actually bearable. Okay, right. Let's. There we are. This one is set. I should have a timer. I'd have a timer for how long this video's been recording. Oh well. Oh well. Good. Let's go move on to inking. The inking I do in a vector layer with the G pen. A lot of people don't like the G pen, I hear. But I don't know. I've been using the G pen and in real life in the non-virtual version, so the original one, and I was pretty satisfied with that. It's kind of the ultimate inking pen for drawing comics for me. And I think it's also the most popular one. Thought it was made by Neko. Oh wait, why am I doing this? This stepmate I have is also a little bit new, so I have some troubles with the buttons. Maybe I need to do some remapping again. There we go. I had my eraser set to erase the entire line instead of the section I want to erase. Like this, this is the one of the upsides of working, putting your line art in a vector layer, is that you can just delete the line and not the line itself wherever you like, and have other lines not affected by it, which is very, very, very great and helps a lot in efficiency and speed. So these kind of drawings from me are, I feel they are a bit on the level of sketching because it just goes so fast. Of course there are mistakes, like as always, but you'll notice them later, which is okay. I learn from them, which can, well, make every next drawing better. So I believe in that regard. I believe in quantity than quality. Of course, quality is important. I believe drawing through quantity delivers quality eventually. And delivering quantity is also fun, I think, because you can render so many ideas in a little time. And that's what's also important to me. Just draw what you have in your head, or what others have in their heads, and they want you to draw or commission you. So you can just pump out drawings, and I've always been working like that. Okay, I need to add a hair. Okay, and it's this great thing about working in vectors again. You can just delete anything you don't need without affecting the rest. Click, 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 gone, and it's gone. Okay, face is almost done. What else do we have left? I had stripes. Oh, I don't like this hair here. Let's try it again. I wonder how the sound will be in the final video. I'll probably just cut the video at some point when I'm done with the inking and add a coloring video separately. That's better. Yeah, that's also the nice thing of working digitally, is that you can flip the canvas quickly and optimize the setting of the canvas to your hand, so you can quickly draw curves or curved lines. There might be some background noise because there's some construction going on next door. Building a house. Not our house, not yet. At some point, maybe. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Also, if you have any complaints about the layout of the video, please let me know. Please be constructive, because otherwise it doesn't help. Because it's basically a little variation on the stream layout I use on Picarto. Like I said, feel free to subscribe and join the streams if you can. It's always fun to have people around. So let's do the insignia. Of course, she is the captain of her own ship. Need some 4 bands. Of course, I will find mistakes in the line art when I'm coloring. Things I forgot, which I will then edit while coloring. So the final product of this video, well, final product, half product of this video might not be complete, which is just how I work. Because mistakes like that you can fix later. It's also the nice thing of working digitally. And there. As you can see, it's not completely in line with the 3D model. It's just also, I don't really mind if it looks good, it's okay. Right, here we have the standard suit of the Kythera crew. And Jilly the captain in it. The insignia change per rank, for those who don't know, which is, well, they're not a military organization, they're just a transport company that transport things. And they need the captain, Jilly here, feels like she needs a hierarchy, because she's a control freak. Right. And I also wonder for YouTube, is this adult content? I mean, the comic is adult content, but is this adult content? It is related to certain things indeed, but it's always a very, very vague issue. Especially with the things I'm drawing from time to time. Sometimes it's just very clear adult content, and other times it's very questionable. Conservative, I don't know, conservative or something. Some people might think it is adult content, some people might say, no, this is just weird. It's also fine, I don't care. Sorry. Drinking because it's still summer. Although it's a nice summer day. And with nice, I mean it's clouded and not warm. But clouded isn't nice, people say. And I say, well, I do like the clouds. I do like grey, because grey indicates not warm. At least for me in my mind. That's a lie here. Because sometimes it just can be grey and you're sweating your butt off. Right, I think this is good. Okay, so here we have a finished Jilly for starters. Right, okay. And I will continue with coloring her in the next video. I'll probably correct some lines here and there. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.